this.
All right. I don't know.
I forgot I had that damn thing there.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Y'all, share the video, please. Down I see it. Who is this? Why is it showing up as Facebook user? I gotta figure this out. Okay. So tonight, y'all, we are going to talk about um, the rise of relationship, domestic violence, and homicides. All this week, I've seen none but reports of women being unalived by their husbands or their partner. And it's been all week, including one here in Jackson that I did see. I don't know if you heard about the 23-year-old that got ran over by her boyfriend.
I did.
Did they say why he did that? Or he just
Nah,
did it?
he just did it.
How old was the twins?
I don't
Uh,
know how old the twin was, but they said that he had been beating hitting on her and stuff. So
I figured that. I figured that because I'm gonna tell you why. Because I said, don't nobody go to the extreme. It had to been already happening. These folks ain't no one time you get in an argument and they just decide I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I really feel like something ain't sitting right. Some of these folks ain't right in the head. Uh, I am gonna say up front, forward, I am going to play a news clip of one of the women who did survive an attempt to end her life from, well, he was considered her ex-boyfriend. Um, she had broke up with him, and 3 days later, he came and found her and attempted to try to end her life. And by the grace of God, she's still standing up and she didn't die because he shot her 14 times. So I'm gonna let this clip. So just real quick, I do want to just say a viewer discretion for anybody that doesn't want to hear about that or watch the video. They do show it. It's just not up close. She did with the news people she did the interview with. She did ask for the video to be shown that she didn't want to hide it. So if you don't want to see it, the only thing I'm advising you to do is just step off the live for a minute, because I am going to allow her to tell her side of the story. It's only about 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So let me add this in here and put this full screen.
Ikea Shoemake watches surveillance video of the day her boyfriend chased her down and shot her 14 times on July 23rd. But it was when she saw her children trying to stop their dad from killing her that she broke down. Tears falling and leg shaking uncontrollably, we asked if she wanted to stop the interview. She said no.
I would like for the whole video to be played so people can understand from my point of view and from my kids' point of view.
Askia Strong keeps shooting while she's on the ground, turns to run away, then comes back and shoots several more times to finish the job.
And he just kept shooting. Then I just fell to the ground. I just laid there and just lay him, kept shooting until he was done.
Numb and bleeding, she lays on the ground while he runs off down the alley.
My oldest, she's screaming out of anger. She just wanted to stop.
And after being shot in the head, stomach, arms, and legs at close range, Ikea Shoemake gets up.
But what made you get back up?
When I opened my eyes and I see my baby, my eyes was able to focus, so I just got up like this a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I could stand up, and then I just stood up all the way, and I grabbed my babies, and we went. I think the lady, she was just sitting there watching, so I went to her car, and I opened the door, and I pushed her laundry over, and I was like, can you please just take me?
Ikea says the two had been dating for 17 years, since they were 15 years old. He was in and out of jail, and their kids, ages 12, 5, and 2, have witnessed him abuse her for the last several years. She broke up with him a few days before this happened. After fleeing down the alley near South 24th and West Lapham, 32-year-old Askia Strong is still on the run, wanted for attempted homicide. Milwaukee police believe Strong is hiding with friends and family in either Wisconsin, Illinois, or Indiana.
What do you want to say to people who see this?
Just turn them in.
Are you a hero?
Yes, I'm a hero. I know I'm a hero. I feel that I'm a hero. The moment I get up off that ground, I was a hero. It was victory for me from that point on.
Let me come back on the screen. That was, oof. Like, I don't know if it was his ego because she broke up with him. I mean, they had been together since she said they was 17 years old. 17. And then the fact, what got me was when she said the woman was just sitting there watching. You ain't, I mean, you was still outside. This guy was outside. You ain't think, okay, while he focusing on her, let me go call 911. That's what kills me about society today.
You know, even though she was sitting there watching, we don't know if she was a victim in shell shock.
True. She could have been shocked, but
Yes. So, but I'm going to say this, being a victim and a survivor of domestic violence, when they show you they're going to hit you one time, they're going to hit you again.
okay.
And mine didn't have but twice. I fought back. I did. But after that second time, no more. I was like, I always told myself I would never be in a relationship with nobody that's gonna abuse me because I don't want to go to jail because I'm going to jail. Like
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and accept flowers and all this. No, don't give me my flowers when I'm dead. No, no. Mm-mm. And you know, I I just never understood how women sit there and let their kids watch them get beat and they go back to that man. That is like you telling your child it's okay for a
Mhm.
man to do this.
Especially when you got sons, young sons growing up. You think
Sons
they're not gonna
and
grow up and
daughters.
strike women because
Yes.
they seen the man doing it to their
Well,
mama?
my mama stayed and this and that, this and that. Nah, well, your mama shouldn't have stayed. And then I'm gonna say another thing. Um, these females these days are crazy because now they feel like, oh, if he don't hit me, he don't love me. Where is they getting this from? Like, where did this society come from to think that it is okay for if he don't hit you, he don't love you? You got to be the dumbest child around. And I blame your parents.
Yeah. You talking about the parents for not teaching them not to get in abusive relationships, or you saying
For
because they was
saying
in it?
for saying yes, it's learned behavior.
Yeah. And some of them too, I feel like what they call that Stockholm syndrome or
Yeah.
whatever that they develop after years and years of being abused by the same person, to where even once you get them out of that situation, they're still not mentally right in the head, or they still feel like they should go back in some sort of way. Like, I feel some of that because I grew up in an abusive home when I was a kid.
See,
Um,
but
And so
that's
I saw
that's
some of
what I'm
those
talking
things,
about.
and then you see the, yeah, so it does. But see, that always put in my head is like, I don't, child, I can't. I'm gonna be in jail too. And this is
Yeah.
why I keep telling women, you cannot go out here placing dependency on protection from these men. You can't. You have to know how to protect yourself. And that is like what you said. It's the raising their voice in your
Mm-hmm.
face. That's
Mm-hmm.
the next step to that after hitting you is death. Sometimes it's death the first time, depending on how they hit you. Because they go upside your head. You could fall back, hit your head at the end of the counter. Like we done
Oh, they
seen
got
movies.
stages. Oh, it's stages to this. The
Right.
first step is verbal.
Break, because they breaking down your self-esteem. Once
Yes.
they break it down, it's they in there. They got full control over
Yes.
this.
Yes, it's verbal, and a lot of young females don't understand that if he talks to you like that in public, he will hit you.
Yep.
So it starts with respect. When he started disrespecting and he started showing signs of being a narcissist, run. So
Well, a lot of them don't know what
that's the thing.
narcissism is. They think everything is narcissism. They're like, that's a narcissist, like, child, that's not a
Yeah.
narcissistic person. You are misinterpreting what that really means. So
But
they
a
don't.
lot of them, you're right. A lot of them is confusing it as love too when it's narcissism.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I just feel like in these times, yeah, when you see them certain red flags, the aggressiveness, that's the
Mm-hmm.
sign. But the fact that it's raising, like what Black women do not understand is that we are 4 times more likely to lose our lives to
Mm-hmm.
violence than any white lady or Hispanic lady in this
Mm-hmm.
country alone. And in 2020, the domestic violence cases rose during the pandemic. It got worse. And so from 2020 to now, it's still rising. Like these stories that we talking about now are like recent stories. We not counting for all the way back to the beginning of January. We talking about to right now, which is really sad because folks think that I don't understand. Like that's why I said like when it comes to this whole Black Lives Matter, it don't matter to us when it's us. It
Yes.
matters when it's another person that's not one of us that takes one of us. That's when we want to get up here and march. Why is it every time we hear about this, the streets is quiet? Except for the family who got to deal with it. They the ones that are not quiet. But I mean, everybody else, the neighbors, things like that. I feel like when you hear and see, especially if you know they got kids, I don't give a damn. I'm calling the police.
Yeah.
I'm calling the police because you
Me
got
too.
kids in that house. And when you say that, like, okay, oh, well, I mean, I used to hear arguing and yelling over like you hear, and I'm like, and you ain't think to call the police not one time. Because everybody be like, well, I be minding my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay, but there's kids over there. You gotta understand, kids, they
Mm-hmm.
don't, you gotta be an advocate. If you're not gonna be an advocate for them, like if he wanna beat the hell out of her, she wanna beat the hell out of them, they wanna be together, cool. Let them do it. They grown. But them kids, somebody gotta advocate for the kids. Somebody has to. And I get it's not an easy thing to call children's services, whoop de whoop, whatever. But I still feel like there comes a point where we have to say, okay, what do we as people do? Because it's sad. Like we shouldn't be here. And then these women are young. And my thing about it is too is some of these women like y'all in these domestic situations, you getting in relationships, you seeing the signs of an abuser, and then you decide that you want to bring a baby into the situation. If something is wrong with him, like DNA is strong, it's gonna be something wrong with that baby 9 times out of 10. Whatever psychological problems he got, your child might end up having too. And then you gotta think about yourself. You're putting up with it. If he is breaking you down to the point where he has control of your mind, control of your moves, where you go, going through your phone, you can't go to, you got some of the people who's real life stalkerish
Mm-hmm.
in the home. You be right there, phone ring. They reach up, grabbing your
But
phone, going to your phone, you waking up. Like that's signs. Like this happened yesterday. And this lady, her name was Kiara Hudson. This was the lady that lost her life dropping her kid, attempting to drop her kids off at school. It's a quick little short. This is Paris Milan's YouTube short, and I just screen recorded it because, but you can find more on this story. It is on Facebook as well. They was also talking about it on TikTok, but this is just a quick little 30 seconds.
Kiara Hudson was a 40-year-old mother of 3 living in Buffalo, and she was in an estranged marriage to abuser Adam Benefield. On September 28th, she posted a video of him savagely beating her.
She's trying to take off my clothes. She's trying to take off my pants.
She also posted her consternation about the police not readily intervening. She stayed with her mother and wore a bulletproof vest, citing that she knew he was going to kill her. Sadly, on Wednesday, she was dropping off her kids at school and Adam crashed into her head-on and fatally shot her in front of the kids. This was the day after he was arrested and released. According to some who know him, he has a history of raping little girls, and back in 2000, he was sentenced to 21 years in prison but tried to escape. He slammed a stolen vehicle into his girlfriend and another passenger and forced them into his car at gunpoint and led the police on a high-speed chase. He's currently at large. If you know any information, contact Crime Stoppers. This case is so sad because Kiera legitimately believed that she was going to be able to escape alive, but always know you're a click away from knowing someone's true backstory before you get into a relationship with them.
So that happened the other day. And she did attempt, like I said, I think she did get a restraining order on him. What he was in jail for, I don't know. But yeah, he got out, and the next day he goes, finds her, and does the unthinkable in front of their children. They had got married only in February of this year. And now it's October now. So you do the math.
But also what people failing to do is get help. Men feel like they don't need counseling when they are really the main ones that need counseling. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the author of this woman. She went a year in a man's shoes. She was going a year in the man's shoes, but she didn't make it a year. She made it 8 months. She said it was too hard to be a man. And a couple months later, she committed suicide. She wrote a long letter and was like, it's not easy being a man.
Hold on, what was she meaning by that? You talking about taking care of the children by herself?
No, she went undercover. People thought she was a man for a whole year.
Oh.
Yes. So, I look at both sides. I don't only look at women's side. I look at the man's side and what they have to go through, because black men have to go through a whole lot worse than black women. They got it 10 times worse than what we got.
So how do you feel about the protection between both male and female of color in this country?
Male has it worse than females.
What if they are the provokers in a lot of these situations? When it comes for instance, these homicidal rates against their partner.
You talking about black on black or women?
When someone is attempting to because of course to me restraining orders are a waste of time. It's a piece of paper that people even white people violate restraining orders. It's a piece of paper. So I feel like there's really not enough protection implemented in these situations.
See, but you got to look at this. Some of these females go and get these protection orders and then run right back to that man.
Yep, and that's why I said it's a waste of time.
So like you got to look at it like this. I have saw females get mad, go put protection orders on them, and sometimes the man is not even the aggressor. Sometimes it's be the females. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. Like I have saw women jump on men a lot, but a lot of people don't talk about that now.
Yeah, because I said this is you can't, as a woman, right, by gender makeup, we are not stronger than a male, period.
Right.
I don't care if she is a BBW or if he's 4'2". Like we could say even the size of Tory Lanez, they say he like 5'2". It doesn't matter. His physical makeup is overpowering of a woman for the average woman, right? Even if she is a little taller, right? So to me, a woman should not even take the time out to even get in an argument with a male, especially an unknown male. I don't care what color he is. I don't feel like you should do. First of all, I think the woman should remove themselves from the situation. I don't care if it's in your house, if it's especially in public. If you don't know the person, you got to look at it as if you do know them at any point in time. If something was to spiral out of control, I can lose my life because I have a disadvantage to this individual by nature. I feel like you got to get yourself out of that situation. If you feel like you're in danger, pick up the fucking phone. And if the police
That part.
determine it's a misunderstanding, it's not okay. Well, let them decide. You trying to think the situation out? Don't, especially if you ain't got a weapon. But I keep telling these women, go and get you some training on how to use a firearm. You're gonna have to. It's
Yeah.
2022. The police ain't coming half the damn time. They're not showing up until there's a body on the ground. That's what they were posting about the Hudson girl. No one cares until they got to come put out yellow tape. So you have to decide for yourself, and because you can call 911, but what's going to happen in between the time it take for them to dispatch an officer to your location? To that's enough time. If someone wants to unalive you, they got plenty of time to do it, especially if they're up front in front of you. And if you don't know how to protect yourself, what are you gonna do? And then even some of the men, like in these situations where the woman might be the abuser, call the police on her ass.
Yeah.
Stop being just. I don't
Now,
care what they say. You call the police on her ass.
the killing part, that is beneath me. The men is killing like, did you see, man, I should have sent you this. What a New York man, he had went and killed the first wife, then he went and killed the girlfriend, then he
You
went
talking
and
about on
killed the baby
Facebook
mama.
Live? On
Yes.
Facebook Live, I saw that. Yeah, they was
Okay.
talking about that.
Yep, they tried to take all his kids away from him. He said if he ain't got his kids, ain't nobody living. He took all them with him. He said if he can't be with his kids, the mamas can't either.
But did that make any sense? Or didn't? Because
It
now they
didn't
all
make not a
parentless.
lick of sense. But he
Exactly.
snapped. Like, that's why I said mental illness plays a big part. A lot of people don't want to go and get help when
Hmm.
that is what they need.
It's a stigma
It's
in our
it's
community
something that
because we
snaps
look
in
at it
their
as sign
mind
of.
that, all this evil that's flowing around out here, like, people don't understand that these people is not they self. They're
Yeah,
not
and
they self.
then
Like, folks be like, oh, he was so good to her and he didn't never hit her and he just woke up and just killed her that day. Oh,
oh,
did
he
he?
did. Okay,
Mm,
he did. Yeah, it always there. Like they say, there's warning before destruction. You just wasn't paying attention.
to the signs.
The same thing how they say where there's smoke, there's fire. You gonna see the smoke sometimes before you see the fire, or you might see the fire
Yeah.
before you gonna see something, but people choose not to do it. And it was this week actually. I was watching Paris One, and it was a girl did the TikTok. She made a TikTok video of her and this dude that she got with. Yeah, the first one, I guess he won. He was raggedy too. Then she broke up with him, and she said 9 months later she fell madly in love. Big mistake. You 9 months. You're madly in love. You just got through loving this dude. You
Two
didn't do no
months.
healing.
Two,
It was
3 months.
2 months.
No,
Oh, well, I
no,
thought she
no,
said
no.
nine
I'm
months
just
later.
saying. I'm just saying, like, normal people, like, it's like these people waking up and then 3 weeks they love these people. How you love somebody in 3 weeks? Like, I'm just not understanding this. Do you love what he does for you, or do you love him? Because that's why a lot of them is getting killed, because the men is sitting up taking care of these women, and then these women up here playing with these men's heart, and then they feel played, then they snap out.
And then some of them, it's like, how did you even lay down with this fool anyway?
Yes.
He showed you from the door he was a dusty, and you was trying. But the fact that I don't know. So she say he shot her. She was pregnant because she showed the picture of her belly where she got the staples going all the way down her stomach,
That
and she
one.
took him back because he got her a fucking Pandora ring
No,
and said he was sorry.
a promise ring, a promise ring. First of all, y'all met. He shot you on accident. Now, accident.
That wasn't no fucking accident. I can't
Yes,
accidentally shoot you. How
and
do
she
I
was
accidentally
pregnant
shoot you
and
without
killed the
intent?
baby. She was
Yeah.
pregnant.
And she took his dumb ass back, and now she can never have kids because of that one
No, she's the
situation.
dummy. He's not.
Yeah, that's what I said. You let if you shoot me and I can no longer give birth because of your dumbass choice that could
Mm-hmm.
have killed me too. I don't give a fuck if you came back with $500 million in cash and a ring.
he accidentally shot me and
He
I
ain't
took him back,
accidentally
and she
shoot
done made
shit.
her a whole damn TikTok about it. You so
Talking about
damn
how
dumb.
what was it titled? Something about after all, look what this nigga did to me. Like, girl, but and did you go to therapy? Because I don't think she did. You lost your child, and then
None
you
of
took
them did.
him back, and then he still cheated on you again. And now I guess now you got rid of him, but now you need to go sit and you because I don't think she dealt with the loss of that child. I can tell you that. I don't think she dealt with it.
She's still with him, and the reason she's still with him, I guarantee you, is because she can't have no more kids, and she feel like he. It's probably gonna be something that come back in a couple months where she done killed him
Let me see what some of y'all are saying.
because he took everything from her. Like that's like taking your whole damn womanhood.
Right. Larry said that was something that I grew up seeing my dad hit my mom, and until me and my three brothers got big enough to stand up, no matter what the consequences were to us, he wouldn't ever stop. And after my mom took us for and left, that's what humbled my dad when he lost his family. I personally vowed to never be as he was and ever hidden or abusing a woman, and never will. I agree. Yeah. And because what the thing about these domestic situations when there's kids involved, you are subjecting them to trauma. I had my first dose of trauma as a child too, going through that, seeing that. I remember being a kid. I want to say, I think I was like 3, and this was when my parents, they had their carpet cleaning company, and I remember I was in the back of the van, and because we went to the store, and I remember my mom was back in the van. You know how you turn around like to look behind you? And I remember seeing my mom's eyes, and I asked her what happened. I remember she told me I slept on my eyes. But in my mind, I knew that wasn't what it was, but that's that way of a parent, like, protecting the child of knowing what's what. So, like, certain things, like a child senses when something is wrong. And that's why I said as a kid, like, you do like those things right there, because sometimes we block out certain traumas, and when we get older, we start to remember them or we forget about them until you travel back a little bit. But like all those situations, I still remember them as if I was still yay high. You know what I mean? Ronnie said there is no protection for the male species. Probably a man of no color, because I'm pretty sure if a white man called the police, they come and locked and loaded. False order. What did Larry say? But what is that to cause men to kill their significant other? These women are their sexual partner, wife. What has, what have you? So why would he kill her after time or years of her giving of her body, mind, and spirit to him? Because a lot of them don't be in love to begin with. So when you don't love something, you don't care how you destroy it. If I don't love something, I'm not going to think twice about destroying it. And so sometimes that's even with, well, I ain't going to, but I mean, like, say a vase, you don't care about it. So if it falls off the thing, like, oh, well, I ain't like that vase anyway. That's how some people treat people. They treat them like a vase or a piece of trash. If they don't love them, because love is not abuse. That's the thing that people got to stop confusing. Love does not hurt nobody. It's not supposed to hurt nobody. So if it's hurting you, it's not love to begin with.
But
Uh,
some people can love you too much. They can love you more than they love themselves. And if you love somebody more than you love yourself, and they play with your heart and they try to leave you, you're not gonna want nobody else to have it. That's just like your favorite teddy bear. You're an object to that person. You get what I'm saying? So
but
in their
that's Fatal
head,
Attraction. Did you see the
yes,
movie?
yes.
That's
So
Fatal Attraction. I don't want that.
that's, but people people that had bad childhood growing up, when they meet somebody, they projecting that mommy, they projecting that daddy onto that person. So until in their head, nah, I'm the only one that they gonna have. So if I can't have them, nobody can have them. So they'll take their life in their own life so they can be together.
But
And
you see what
they
I think?
they thinking they gonna be together in another lifetime because that's that mentality that they have. Like, you mine, like a dog.
But do you
You
want to
my
be?
dog.
Do you want a relationship with someone that'll fatally be in love with you though? That they'll kill you? I
Nobody
know
wants
I
that.
don't. Some of them do, cause they
Not
stay.
that.
When people show you talking about when they threaten you like, if you try to leave me, I'll kill you type. That's them telling you that's that fatal attraction. You need to get the hell away from them, cause they gonna do
that
exactly what they telling you. It they done
Then them
showed it.
telling me I got to get them first.
Well, but most of the time they don't. You see, you got to be like Farrah Fawcett, how she was in the burning bed. You gonna whoop me one too many times. Go to sleep, and I'm gonna go to the shed, get that gasoline. That's why that's a good. I feel like all people in abusive
Yes,
relationships need to watch that fucking movie. It's on Tubi. And
I'm
if it
gonna
ain't
tell
up
you.
there, it'll be up there another month. And they always put it on Tubi. That woman went to the shed, got that gasoline, and burnt that nigga up while he was in there sleeping.
That's
And
what I'm telling you.
what
That thing
they
classified.
dropped it. They got her on temporary insanity.
That's what they should have got her on. I just like you said when you were. That's why I say I would never be in a abusive relationship. I can remember. I was 12, and this man hit my mama before you knew it. I had the kitchen knife to his back. I was finna end him, and my mama was like, "Monique, please don't do it." I was like, "Mom, you don't let people hit you."
It's called The Burning Bed, Shay. That's what
Yeah,
it's called. The
so
Burning Bed with Farrah Fawcett. It's an old
I
movie.
can
I
play
think
it.
it came out in what, the 90s, I think they came out, or the 80s they came out with that movie, because Farrah Fawcett was, well, she gone now, but she was a damn good actress. But yeah, it was based on a true story. It really happened. And yeah, she did end up getting off, and they got her on. Her lawyer fought for temporary insanity because he was beating her from the time he married her, because that's sometimes that happens is an abuser will put a mask on until they get you married. So once y'all become one, that's where he take the mask off and you start to see. So that's what happened to her, because he kept begging to marry her. First of all, that was a red flag.
Some take it out before they even marry you
Right. But I'm saying, when someone that keeps begging you to marry them, like, you shouldn't beg nobody. That's a red flag. Like, why you want me to marry you so bad? Are you
because you
trying to get
become
life
his
insurance on
property.
me?
You become his property.
A motherfucking lie.
But that's what a lot of men think.
Yeah.
You're mine. We said to death do us part, and one of us gonna have to part in their head. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a narcissist right there. Now
Yeah.
that's the true meaning of it right there. You're their property. That goes back to mental health,
Mm-hmm.
abandoned issues. They was abandoned when they was little, or they watched they daddy whoop their mama, or they watched they mama whoop their daddy, because like I said, it goes both ways.
Yeah, but see, that's why I say you gotta. I think that's why I feel like people need to take their time to start, so they can see people in different settings, instead of saying, "Oh, well, we're attracted to each other. Let's just be together because we laugh together." That's everybody has a honeymoon stage of everything, and
Hmm.
you gotta know. We gonna laugh a little bit now. I ain't gonna don't intentionally try to piss someone off. That's not what I'm saying, but see certain thing, and then don't just get to know that the family. You always gonna have that one family member that's gonna keep it all the way real. They gonna tell you straight up, yeah, nephew is a dog. He or she ain't shit. Don't get with her if you want to stay alive. All type of stuff, like they'll tell you, but what I say, don't never really take advice from, if they real close to their mom, or she got like a coddling type of relationship with her child. Don't believe shit she talking about, because he
She
can
gonna
run
lie.
over her. Yeah, she gonna lie, and then be the ones I can't stand. Your son
Mhm.
has a history of hitting women, or your daughter is all this, that, and the third, but you coddle them so much that you gon' nothing they do is wrong. Them is dangerous people. You'll kill me to
The
protect
whole
your
family,
piece of shit ass son.
the whole family
Yeah, so you got to go
is
to that
crazy.
auntie, the one that's kind of like, she come to the cookout, but she kind of be standoffish with everybody. The one that just come for the plate and go because she don't fuck with them. Go talk to her. I guarantee you're gonna get a mouthful, but she gonna keep it real with you. You gotta find that family member that's gonna really tell you about their family member. They're gonna say, and then when they friends tell you, be careful. They not lying to you. So
Yeah.
some people look at it, oh, you just hating ass nigga. No, we
Yeah.
being honest. When
Yeah.
Beyonce said, and me, myself, and I, even your very best friend, try to warn me on the low. That's
Mm-hmm.
because those situations happen. Like these folks out here will put on a mask, and some people can wear it longer than others, and then they'll pull back them layers, and it's like, surprise! Now I'm finna beat your ass. You know, I I mean, it ain't funny, but it
Boom. Here
even
it
on
is.
the
I
movie
don't got
Bernie
to
Bag,
hide
remember
no
when she
more.
was in when she was he threw her books on the floor and started
Get me the
antagonizing.
belt.
He kept doing this shit with all the pages. I was like, and she just sitting there, and then she finally got mad enough to try to grab it, and so he kept doing this to her, like, you know. And I'm like, see that right there, he knows he has her by the balls. And then it was just finally that last time, you know, what was it? She was fixing TV dinners, and he got pissed off about that shit because he ain't want it. But y'all was
Oh,
broke, so
but look at this. It was another live I watched. It was 35 minutes. I tried to find that live when you wrote me the other day. I tried to find that live. I think they took it off. I saw it on Facebook. The boy, baby mama.
baby mama.
The
That
boy
was the
baby
name of.
mama. The boy baby mama brought his son to see him. But
Uh-huh.
this time she brought her new boyfriend to his house. They only been broke up a month.
Hold
She
on, whoa, whoa,
brought
whoa, whoa, wait. She did what?
brought her new boyfriend to the baby daddy house that was crazy about her and introduced, oh, this my new man. He got it all recorded. And he was like, why would you bring somebody to our house that we used to live in? And she was like, oh, we about to move in with him. So he shot at both of them. He snapped. That is provoking right there.
Well, yeah, cause and then it's the house that y'all share together. Like, what you thought y'all was
Yes,
gonna have a slumber party and eat
yes.
marshmallows?
Nah, she laughed. She laughed like she was laughing.
So he
So the
he
police
he he
came.
he got both. He got rid of both of them.
He didn't kill him. They made it away, but the son, he took the son in the house, fed the son, uh, did a couple rounds with the police. He shot at them too when they pulled up. He's still on live talking, and he put the earphones over his son's ear. The son about 2 years old. He fed him. He was like, just call my mama, tell my mama to come and get my son. And nobody have to worry about me no more. I'm gonna go and kill myself. Cause don't nobody want me.
He needed some help then, because if you're gonna off yourself because that raggedy ass relationship wasn't working out, baby, you needed help. But that's the thing too. You got some women who will kill themselves over a nigga. Or
Yes,
if she break up with her and go get a new girlfriend.
yes.
See, if they get a new girlfriend too quick, that should tell the woman right there. First of all, he ain't ready to move on. He just trying to antagonize you. So why you gonna go and off the new girl? Why you ain't just get rid of
No,
him?
no. She brought her new nigga.
No, I'm saying, but you know, some of
Oh
them
yeah,
women will go kill the new
yeah.
girl too. Be trying to claim rights. Like y'all wasn't even married. Y'all
And better
wasn't
baby
even
mama.
married.
And
And
better
that's
baby
why I
mama.
said we got to get back to selective breeding.
There you go.
And what I mean by that is I'm talking about in 2023 when it comes, it don't need, well, shit, people pregnant right now, a couple
Yeah,
months. So 2022, 2023 will be more. After that, this round, literally we need to go the rest of 2023. No black women get pregnant outside because when there's more gender reveals than there are proposals, there's a fucking problem. And just because you're getting engaged doesn't mean you need to go be pregnant before or after engaged. You need to wait till after you're married. Have a couple years of marriage so you can
right.
figure out, is this person worth procreating with? Just because they put a ring on your finger don't mean nothing. Don't mean you need to give them a child. Like when you have a child with someone, y'all are bonded and branded for life. Regardless if you work out or you don't, and people don't understand it. When there's a kid involved, I think it makes domestic violence worse.
It does.
Especially if she
I'm
try to
telling you.
remove the child from the
Mm-hmm.
situation or he run off with the child, y'all ain't get no custody established, so he can leave and go to fucking Australia if he want to, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
To me, I think it makes it worse, but it's sad because they play tug of war with the kid. But I feel like women also should not antagonize men with children either.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it because you gonna end up getting that. You could get the child hurt. I
I
mean,
have
these
saw.
folks had the kids together.
Yes.
He ain't care. He could have shot one of them kids.
That's what I'm saying. Like he had snapped, but I have saw many females stop their baby daddy from visiting the child because the baby daddy didn't want them. I have saw
Mm-hmm.
baby daddy stop doing for their kids because the baby mamas didn't want them. So like where do you come to a common ground
Court.
where
You go to
see
court.
sometimes court don't even work because I have saw they get them visitation and they still don't show up to take
You
the
gotta.
visitation
You have
right.
to report it back because then they're in violation of a court agreement. That's against the
Them
law.
folks don't. Black folks don't care. That's even if half of them show up in court.
That's what that. And
See,
that's
like, and
why though
then
they don't go to court. They don't
I
go.
just hate to say this, but white people get divorced, go over there and marry the brother, the cousin, the sister, and they all live one big happy family.
Yeah, that's a little a Pepperidge Farm type situation shit for me.
But that's what they do. And then I have saw them all live on the same properties and get a loan. And these people live way across town and can't even get along long enough to take care of the child. But these people up here
That's called
co-parent.
white privilege, though. That's why, because it's their money. It's called white privilege. It exists in this
Yeah.
country. But see, this is why, and when it comes to and that's another thing too. People need to stop having kids in poverty ass situations because when a kid comes in, shit just got more expensive than just you two sitting around twirling your thumbs trying to figure out how to keep the lights on. Now you got to figure out how you're going to keep the lights on, keep the roof over your head, keep the water running, and God knows the water dirty, but you still got to keep the motherfucker running because the bill's still
It
coming.
it it doesn't matter as long as they got hood, they don't have to do shit. As long as they got low income, they don't have to do shit.
But that's the
The
thing,
government
like you
gonna keep
want,
on taking
you
care of
gotta
you.
want better though, because this to keep you trapped too. Because you can't have a certain amount in a month. They're gonna say you no longer you're overqualified for this assistance. We gonna have
And
to
guess
take
what
it
they
from
gonna
you.
do? They gonna
Quit.
keep
I
working.
know. That's because that's poverty mentality. They got chains on their brain. That's why I said when people be having these big dreams and then these other people be like, oh, you shouldn't want to do it. That's a smart. Get the fuck away from them people. You gotta see more for yourself.
It's
And
so
one
much
thing I
to it.
said, it is, but you gotta think about it. So it's 40
No,
years of working for
no, I'm not
pennies.
saying. I'm saying that's what people say. Oh, it's just so much to it. You think
Small
you can do
minded.
all that? And then I be like, look,
Nah, you know what
just
that
going
is?
on. That's why I try to surround myself around people that want something out of life now. If you don't want nothing out of life, stay the fuck up.
Thank you. I don't want
Stay
to
away
date.
from
I
them.
don't even want to date a person that's not as passionate about something that they want to do or pursue like I am. I can't because that's not going to work. And a lot of people that grow up in the hood, they be having so much talent. They don't even know the talents that they got, right? But they will overshadow it with this poverty mentality to not want shit.
Girl, Larry McBride crazy.
Yeah, I was reading that. He said out here getting women pregnant and they know they're crazy. They do because they know once they get the woman pregnant, they that's that trap mentality. Some men will get you
I'm
pregnant
a
on purpose.
see, but and then and then another thing, it's like um uh, Lord forgive me,
You
but this
gonna
needs to be
say it.
said. This needs to be said. A family full of slow people. If you
Mhm.
meet this family and the whole family is crazy, y'all go to the family function and everybody get to fighting. That's your cue to go the other way, baby. Go the other way. You don't want to bring no child into no family, no dysfunctional family that all they do is fight, argue. Like that's not healthy.
It
Because if
ain't.
they doing all that, then off top, you should know that he ain't healthy up here.
And so his penis ain't healthy either. I don't give a damn what size it is. Cause
It might be stroking and healthy as a motherfucker.
well, but that what
Baby,
I,
go
cause
Lord.
some of them women be saying that like they will stay with a motherfucker just on the strength of the sex. That's it.
Yeah,
Nothing else about you. Ask him what other qualities does this nigga got. He ain't got nothing. He
nothing.
might
Yeah.
can't even say the first 6 letters of the alphabet, but you still want to stay just cause he might lay. Of course, he ain't got no job. He ain't doing shit. He all he has is
He's
time
spending
to
time with
fuck.
me. That's all. That because he live with his mama and he need to stay at your house and he need to drive your car and drop you off at work.
What Cynthia she said? She be killing me when she go live. She be having a picture of the 3 trash bags.
Right.
She said a nigga gonna come to your house when he comes with a trash bag with a few pieces of clothes in it, so he can put
That's
it
how
at
it
your
start.
house.
That's how it start.
She called
No,
it.
not About 2 weeks is y'all house and his partner start coming over there. It's y'all house then. Like,
And then she got the logo up there, right? It's the woman with the Superman cape on and holding the nigga up like a baby. She got some of the funniest inserts, I swear, because like when she get the one, I had to go look on YouTube because I'm like, someone made that song for her, but it's called I'm Addicted to Boys, and it's this black dude, like he's like dancing, like thrusting his pelvis or whatever. And so I was like, where did someone make that? I went and looked. It's an actual damn song, but she inserts it, and then the beta male image she got, that should be taking me out. But the 3 trash bags, every single time I said, I know it's a struggle band she finna talk about because them 3 trash bags is in the fucking thumbnail. But it is true. Like niggas will show up to your house with the trash bag, couple of, they might be the 13-gallon. And if it's the 30-gallon, he got a lot of baggage, honey. It's the 13-gallon is red flag enough. Why you ain't got a suitcase?
yeah,
I swear to God. But
be for
all I'm
real.
gonna say is y'all be
I
careful.
mean, he probably ain't even got no clothes because half of them wear the same thing 4 days in a row.
And they wearing the beauty supply drawers now too. What they call Ethicas or whatever. Ethica.
I
How you
ain't
say
even know
it?
Ethica sold them.
Yeah,
I mean,
you ain't been
the
saying
British
them
supply
niggas been
store.
wearing, and the women been wearing them like they shorts too, and it's getting on my fucking nerves. Them is draws, baby, draws. And the man is wearing them. They got flowers on them. They be sagging their pants, and I be like, you need to
Yeah,
stay
but
out the beauty supply store.
I didn't know that they sold them in the beauty supply store
Show
because
do.
the
88
ones
cent
that
on
my
Ellis
son was
Avenue.
wearing, that they was $29.99 for one.
They ordering that shit in bulk from China and selling it over here. That's what they do. Them Indians got the hookup. All you gotta do is call them. They can get some
Then that
anything.
means them things is fake.
They still wearing them though. They wearable because they wearing them. But I'm
Okay.
like, when the hell did people start going to the beauty supply store for drawers?
Um, that's what I want to know because, like I
They
said, my
wearing them at the
17-year
gym.
old, he paid $29.99 for one pair of heels. So
But that's
I'm
like
gonna have to
Victoria's
send
Secret, and
him
that shit
that.
ain't worth it if you ask me. Hell, they
It's
barely can
not.
get the bra to match the underwear. So I'm like, baby, you need to come down on the price. Victoria's Secret been trash.
Yeah.
They have, but I'm saying like that's what
I
if they
ordered my
wear.
bras off Amazon.
I ain't never ordered none off of there.
Yeah, I
I've
ordered mine
ordered
off
stuff off of
Amazon
Amazon. I
because I
ordered stuff
like
from
the cutout cut. So,
the cutout cup.
mm-hmm.
You talking about it's just like a hole?
Nah,
Oh,
it's like
I was like, what?
I'm gonna look up the name and I'll let you know what it is.
Yeah, you gonna have to send me the link because I be up on Amazon looking at stuff. But yeah, like I tell you this: if he got on them drawers, that's where he bought them. If he don't stay the mall, he got them out the beauty supply store. They sell them over there.
Nah, and
Don't
then
date them. That's toxicity. Walking in
yeah,
underwear. And
that's
if he's showing them proudly, it's toxicity walking in underwear. You got the dude sagging their pants with the gun in the front and it barely fit because the pants too tight. Walking toxicity. I don't care how cute he said you look, how cute he might look. That's that you got to understand. He carrying a gun recklessly. So what makes you think he won't use it on you?
so I don't how to put this in a nice way. I don't look at thugs.
Me either. They
I'm
played
married.
out. That's so
Yeah, I'm married
1990.
anyway. If you, yeah, I just,
If you ain't Tupac, it's a no. And he did, so baby, it's over.
baby, I like how people be like, They like hold relationships with um people that don't have jobs. I
So they
don't.
can watch them all day and pay their phone
I
bill and get the printout
not.
of the text message.
No. No. This
Oh, you talking about
like
hustlers, like niggas
yeah,
in the street.
yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
Because for one, I'm not gonna put my family in danger. Cause you out here selling dope, meaning you a target. If you live with
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm a target. I have little kids. I can't have you in my car. I can't have you riding with me. I don't deal in that type of thug issue at all. Period. Point blank. Everybody in this house work.
And they killing the females now too. Why they
That's what
killing
I'm
both of
telling
y'all in
you.
the car?
If they can't get him, they going after the closest thing to him.
Yep.
So I love my life. I cherish my life. I don't have anything against drug dealers. I do not, because sometimes I have to go see them. But you know,
Yeah, we ain't in
I
California, girl.
yeah, I don't want one.
Well, I think they a different type though. If they just specialize in grass, it might be different than people that specialize in sugar and spice and all that shit that don't make you nice, that have you lean back all the way
Oh
bent backwards, about to, look like they could be in the Special Olympics.
yeah,
The way they be
yeah,
still
I don't
standing.
want that.
I don't understand why people want drugs like that, but I'd be like, if I did that in real life, I would have broke my neck. I'm talking about they be passed the fuck out. But see, then too, what's scary about it is that this fentanyl stuff, you know.
Why you think all these people been dying of heart attacks? These is not heart attacks. These people out here taking them Percocet 30s and they dying. Yeah, it giving them 30, all right,
That's
30
because
to the
they the
brain.
fake, yeah, they the fake pills. You saw they gave a man in Jackson, what he get, 40 years for that 17-year-old?
I'm gonna say this. And I just hate it. They can be mad. I don't care. It's my
I
opinion.
know what you're gonna
Do
say.
not give me no 30 years because a crackhead bought some dope from me. That was her choice. She knew she wanted that dope. It's the same way if I would have went out there and bought some dope from somebody else. Nah, charge me for selling dope. Don't charge me for her death. She a crackhead. Hell, she a crackhead. She could have got that shit from anything else.
And
Or
what
was it because
kills
she was a
me,
little white girl?
because they said she was a honor roll student. I said, so that means
I
she was
don't give
smart enough not to
a
do the
crackhead
drugs.
on the road student too.
Yeah, some crackheads are smart. Don't well, the old school crackheads was smart. This new ones, I
Yeah,
don't know.
these new ones can't do nothing. They can't even change no tie.
Shit, they can't wash your car either.
Dude, they can't do nothing.
You tell them
Like
wash your car, they gonna pour all the Dawn
I
dish
mean,
soap all
them
over
old
it.
crackheads used to come in there, clean your whole house up, your whole house, wash your dishes, wash your car, line everybody car up and wash it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, these
They
new crackheads,
don't do
they
shit
can't do nothing but sit there and look stinking.
and try to rob you.
And that's it. But I'm just saying, I don't feel like he should have got a
I don't
murder charge.
either. I think they did it because it was Madison County. They always gonna bury somebody. That's free labor. They ain't finna get that away.
Well,
So
that's the
they
case. Then, they mom and daddy need to go to jail for not watching their child and letting them be on crack.
Well,
Dope.
I believe she
That.
came from money. So, their money had influence. That's why I keep telling people you got to get money. Money gives you influence, because if when you broke and you do certain shit, you ain't gonna get it. When you rich, got some money, you do certain. What you think to go there, sweep it on the rug? Oh, don't worry about
Well,
it. Pat
okay.
you on the back. Try again next week. That's
Well,
how they treat you. Money, it gives you influence. Broke
I
people
fought our
do not
parents.
understand that.
I fought our parents.
You fought whose parents?
The white girl parents that died from the dope. I fought our parents because the signs was there. You know when somebody's using.
Oh, I thought you said like you fought the parent. I was gonna say, damn, what
No,
happened? I ain't hear about that.
no, I fought her parents for her. Like
Yeah.
the signs was there. If she was so smart, I'm pretty sure they knew she was on dope unless they didn't have time for her.
Well, when they some of them are have their kids wrapped up in so many things, so they don't realize how much they're not around because they busy doing other stuff. That'd be it too. But I mean, maybe it wasn't. I just feel like, yeah, it's on both sides. Because I remember reading down in the comments, and all these people was like, "Good, another drug deal off the street." But I'm like, when one goes in, 10 more graduate to the streets. What you talking about? It's never going to be over until they stop bringing it over here. But that's a whole nother topic. Because Lord
Girl,
knows.
that's the government bringing this shit over here. So how the
Thank
fuck they
you.
gonna stop it? Look,
But that's why I said, excuse me, it's not going to stop until they really stop it. But that how black folks don't have no pool like that. How you think we get it? It gets dropped the fuck off. Just like some of the guns get dropped the fuck off.
how
And
you
it
feel
gets
about
in the
Biden?
hand.
New
Oh,
law
you
he
talking about
trying to pass.
he wants us to revote for him, and I'm sorry, but I don't give a you. Yeah, you need to do that, but see, it's not gonna come right away. You know, a couple more niggas gonna have to suffer the consequences of getting caught with marijuana. And I say maybe after the next election, if he's lucky to be there
He
or
ain't
another
gonna win.
Democrat. Hell no. If anybody go, you know what? I
Trump
ain't gonna be
going
down
back.
there.
He
I
getting it
might
back.
show up to the polls next voting with a sign that says, "If you vote Democrat, I'm flattening your tire." I'm gonna be
Baby.
protesting
But
down there at the
what people
polls.
don't fail to realize is the Democrat done turned back Republican. They
It's
got it
all a
back.
scam. We being scammed by both
Yes.
sides. I
And
don't give a
people
damn
don't
what none
even
of them do.
understand it. Like, I be glad when they get Tater Tot Reeves up out of there. Like, he need to go.
You think he
Now,
gonna get reelected?
hell, girl, this is why he ain't gonna get reelected. He took them rednecks flag.
Oh
All
yeah,
them
that is true.
rednecks was the
Yeah.
one that got him back in here. So
Hmm.
his votes is gone. Like,
Well, they might not remember thanks to the welfare
oh
scheme.
no, they don't. Rednecks don't care about that. Rednecks
Yeah.
just like black people. They broke.
Well, you
Like
got some rich rednecks.
girl,
Cindy
yeah.
Hyde is
But
one of them.
but
I can't stand her and them damn. She need to fix that damn plate they gave her because the bitches is
baby,
chipped.
I'm
You
telling
got
you,
too much money
them
to be out here looking like you
them
struggling.
folks. I'm telling you, them folks is not gonna put them back in here. But I'm gonna tell you this. Oh, still an ass Phil Bryant. At least he gave the people, still gave the people some money. Tate Reeves ain't giving us nothing. He sent it out,
He's
supposedly sending
distributing
it
it.
all
Yeah,
back.
they said the NAACP was here about this water. I said they came for one day and left. It ain't gonna change nothing. This water still ain't fixed. I want to know why they stopped distributing water.
I don't know. I got so much of it. It's ridiculous.
Well, since I'm over here, because I can never have enough. I'm trying to fill the whole house up. The whole
Girl,
house, because
I think I got
when
about
Russia hit that grid, because shit still they finished send $625 million over to aid in Ukraine for what I don't
for
fucking
what?
know.
For what? We need that
Be,
money.
because they don't give a fuck about us is what I keep trying to tell people. They don't
Oh,
give a fuck about us. They keep telling us we ain't got no money, but every time you turn around, they sending money over to the goddamn
oh.
breadbasket palace. What
Did you know
for? Huh?
that the Mexicans that they open the borders up and I think 2,500 come across El Paso every day, and everybody that gets off that bus get like a $5,000-6,000 check to start their life here in the United States.
Well, every month they're bringing more folks over from overseas too, just keeping it on a hushy hush.
Huh.
So we need to get like the Texas governor when he dropped their ass off at Kamala House. I said that's a gangster right there.
Did he drop them off?
Hell yeah. He told them at the beginning, was it the beginning of this year or last year? He said, if you bring them to Texas, the Ukrainians, we got 4 charter buses outside. We are dropping them off at the White House. I guess Biden then must have thought the white man wasn't paying attention. So they brought some more and brought them down. He put them on the bus and dropped their ass off in DC. Said, here, this your problem. Texas don't got no room.
So he the one been putting them on the bus. I was wondering how they was
Hell
getting from.
yeah. He ain't finna take care of them. Shit, he said we struggling too.
Oh, he's smart.
Okay, get rid of welcome to America where we don't give a fuck about your struggle. Pick up a broom, pick a corner, get some
Yeah.
coconuts and start selling them like the rest of us. We all
But one
broke over
thing I
here.
can say, they can build a house pretty fast.
They can. That's why I don't take nothing from their work ethic. Now, I don't take nothing from their work ethic at all because whether good or
Mm-mm.
bad, they get the job done. That's why I don't
I
give them no
mean, they do.
problems.
They do, but on the other hand, I just hate to say this.
They taking the jobs.
They taking all the jobs, but
They
people
taking
eye
the jobs
color.
we don't want any
pe-
damn way. We
But
don't
people
want them
eye
jobs.
color, we try to hire and they do shitty jobs and then get mad. And they know they done did a shitty job.
They take a shortcut. I'll fix your roof. They're gonna give you 30 shingles. The rest of it's gonna be old.
15.
You done gave this nigga your whole insurance check and you done got a roof that held up
15.
for a day. And
Man,
then it start raining. Yeah. See,
like I
some of
hate
them
that.
contracts, that's why I tell people to do your research. I will tell you something. Niggas will have you coming to their front door ready
Wait a
to
minute.
whoop their
Some
ass.
white people is bad too. They will
Uh-huh.
take your money and haul ass.
That's why
Like
you need to get
it's not
3.
ours. But the Mexicans, they're gonna do the job. I'm not no lie. They're gonna do. I just hate to say it like that.
That's because they ain't scared of the sun. Them niggas be darker than we are. I be like, man, you
and be
burnt up.
barefooted up there on top of the houses. I didn't
They be
understand.
without a shirt on. I'm talking about they be blacker than their hair. Their hair be jet black, but I'm talking about their skin be dark, dark. I'm like,
Girl, yes.
skin cancer is real, child.
Mhm.
Sunscreen, but they work hard. They get your roof up the same day. The only thing that's
Mhm.
annoying is all that goddamn hammering over and over. I'm like, oh, why you ain't send the Mexicans so this won't go on into next week? I remember
Yeah.
some black folks was next when I stayed in Byron. They was doing a roof for 2 fucking weeks next door to me.
Because they took their time, they're gonna take 500 breaks.
Nah, I just think, and then they had a female up there too. It was 2 niggas and a female. I swear to God, she was a stud, but still, I ain't gonna knock her. You want to get up there and lay some shingles down, make your money, but you working for the wrong company because they probably gonna give you the worst part of the deal when it come to
You're
pay.
right. You're right. Girl, we done got all off topic.
I swear, he said, "No, you don't have to have it. I won't get another nigga to take my damn leave." Sorry, motherfucker. What? Hey, see, that's why you gotta get their address and verify it on been verified that that's where the hell they live. So when they think they done got out ran off on a check, okay, meet them at the house because they ain't gonna go straight home. They gonna go somewhere and spend your money. Pull up and sit outside. Matter of fact, pull up and they back up into their driveway facing the street so they know you finna give me my money back.
So what we gonna do about this garbage?
Oh, you talking about the abusers? Yeah, y'all. Listen.
No.
So, we on to. I'm finna end this. So, yeah, the whole point in this live was to shine light on what was going on. We didn't even get into Takara Glenn. That was the lady that was dating the military recruiter. He offed her on the 22nd. While she was on the phone with them reporting him for abuse. Yeah, while she was holding a 16-month-old baby. Yeah, and then
Did he say why he do it?
he dead now too because he decided he wanted to have a shootout. When they came to get him, he took off and then had a shootout at a hotel. They exterminated him as they should have. But the sad part is they had 6 kids together. The youngest was a 16-month-old that died in the mama's arms. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that
I remember seeing that one,
it
but
was yesterday. They reported on it. Yep.
I remember seeing that one.
And she wasn't but 34 years old, filing an abuse complaint because when you're in the military, the police can't just handle you. The military got to handle you because you still under contract. And she was doing what she was supposed to do, and he stormed in that room and shot her in the fucking head. And then it was a couple other women too. Like I said, it's been all this week, and I'm like, where's the protest? Where's the marching? Where is the
They're
vandalism
not
going
gonna
on? They
protest and
not.
march for women being killed because
They don't
half
care.
of them think it's our fault, the reason why we dying, but it's not. It's mental illness.
And because every black person has trauma, I keep saying that every black person has some sort of trauma. Right, either they dealt with the trauma or they never dealt with it. That's that you got half and half, and it's more women who are open to therapy, but you have men that are closed there. You got some men who don't mind, but there's a massive pool of men who will never go seek any type of therapy. They know they need it. They know they need to talk to somebody, but they hold it in and then they taking it out on the person that they supposed to care about. That's how it happens. But what gets me is these dudes that'll go upside a woman's head in a New York minute, but when a nigga want to come with you with that smoke, you ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got no bark, no bite, no nothing. But you will go and beat on a damn woman. But your homeboy just wanted to whoop your ass and you ran. And what I also feel like is some of these men out here that seeing these dudes get aggressive too quick or anger, that's a sign like you need to talk to them because they're gonna take it out on a female. That's usually it's the person close to you that has to deal with what you're going through.
See, my son, he gets angry like that. He goes from 0 to 100 real fast, and he has a girlfriend, and his girlfriend, I walked outside, she was hitting him. He never did hit her. He never did touch her.
She called the police and said he did.
No, I walked outside, and she was like, he ain't never hit me, and I was like, but you was hitting him.
Why you ain't call the police on her ass?
No, because I had a talk with her, and it was then that I knew that he he's not gonna hit no female, but he held her. He held her from the back and was like, just calm down,
Well,
calm down.
yeah, cause I don't now that part. If you got restraining,
Yeah.
I'm all for restraint. Cause yeah, if she's sitting there, I mean, yeah. But now, if you can get away from the situation, because if you know, like she
Yeah,
going or
because
she's telling
when
you,
I got out
you got to
there, and
go.
when I got out there, I grabbed her, and then he came in the house to distance himself from her. And but I was like, so y'all do this all the time? And she was like, no, I just got so mad. And I'm looking like,
Yeah, so she'll do it again. Then same with a man. If they hit you once, they hit your ass again. And it's only gonna be so many times because our bodies now ain't like great grandmamas. We get hit one time, it's a wrap on us. And male or female, you hit somebody the wrong way. Now, even getting in a fight, you gotta be careful. You can kick or hit someone the wrong way, and they gonna die. And now your ass going to prison. They don't give a damn who hit you first. You killed them. And you know how these folks are. You
basically,
ain't got no money. It ain't about what's right or wrong. It's about what the fuck you can prove. And 9 times out of 10, when you're black, you're guilty before they even get the jury selection found for you. You're already guilty.
that's
You
what I'm
ain't got
saying.
no money. You already know you're going to jail. And it's sad, but that's the truth. Like, especially in New York. I be telling people all the time, you in New York, don't look stupid. Don't jaywalk. You go to jail for that over there anyway. Don't go to jail because if you don't have no money, you are going to sit there. Look what happened. What was the name? Brown. Was it something? Broderick Brown. That boy, he ended up, committing S because he was in there for 3 years and he was innocent the whole time. He never stole that white boy book bag. He just didn't have $3,000 to bail out, and his mama didn't have it either. She was living in the projects. But yeah. So, but that's the whole thing. Y'all. I wanted to shine light on it because I feel like it's important. I feel like if you are a person of color, it should be important, male or female, because this stuff is happening. I am a firm believer. Call the goddamn police. I don't care. Call
I
them.
feel like it should be um, more help for things like that. Jackson don't really have
All they
things
got
like
is
that
what's
here.
that on 80? Jackson Hines comprehend. No, that's the damn 80 thing. What's that on 80? That's to help them that they that's the free therapy they giving out.
Yeah, they're free therapy, but I'm saying like they should have a hotline for women to call and to get them help because some of them are actually scared to leave because they scared, oh, he gonna kill me.
Oh, okay. So go and look up the No More Tears Foundation, Mississippi. It's in Jackson. Helen Brown is over that. Call her, message her. She'll get you some help. Yeah, she advocates for women in these types of situations. If you know somebody who is being trafficked or something, call her, go over there, message her. Somebody will get in contact with you because she's more responsive than 911 in Jackson, and that's just real. There's only 88 police officers
Girl,
scattered out. So,
I'm gonna say this before I get off the live. I was out one night and this little girl just kept looking at me and I was like, man, she looked like a baby. And then I went to the bathroom, the little girl followed me in the bathroom, and the little girl was like, can you help me? And I said, help you? Hell, I'm about drunk. What you mean help you? And I was like, hold on. I was like, hold on, you was kidnapped? She was like, yes, and they've been prostituting me.
she was being in Jackson. She was being
Mm-hmm.
trafficked.
Yes,
How old was she?
girl, she was 15, and I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yes." So I was like, "Fuck, do you know where you live at?" She was like, "Yeah." I took that baby home, knocked on that baby door. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Her mama came out that door, hit the floor crying. I've been looking for you. She said she been gone for like 6, 7 weeks. She said that she had met somebody online, and the boy supposed to be her age, and come to find out the boy was older, and he
Yeah,
had.
he was what they call that. Yeah, and they're using teenagers to lure them in,
Mhm.
just like they're using women to lure them in.
And baby,
You had
this was in Jackson, and I was like,
Jackson's a hot spot for it.
I took that baby home, and I went back to the club though, but I took that baby home. But I was like, and this probably was about 7, 8 years ago, and I was like, what the fuck did I just what did I just witness? Like, and what made her come to me?
She probably because they'll do that. They also tell you too, like someone will put a dot on their hand
Hmm.
and they'll show their hand without saying that means they're being trafficked or they're being held
I
against
never
their
knew that.
will. Yeah, like see you on there. It's some stuff still that I'm learning with that. That's why I try to go to the
Hmm.
things that she has for that. Like, and you know, sometimes they'll have even people who they've helped get out of trafficking. They'll tell you like some of the stuff that goes on. So like the signs to look for. But going to the bathroom, that's one of those signs. Like when they're kind of looking like they want to say something, but they don't sometimes say something to them to see if they'll tell you
Girl, I
something.
was going to the bathroom to use it. She followed me in there. I didn't even know because it didn't dawn on me that,
Mhm.
you
And
know,
it
because they,
happens right in the
yeah,
clubs too. You be surprised trafficking be going on while everybody up in there drinking and you think it's
on
something normal. Oh
everything, because
yeah.
she was like, they watching me, like they not gonna be able. I was like, girl, let's walk out this door. If they start something, I'm just gonna shoot everybody.
Okay.
I said it just like that because I am not about to play with them. I knew air security that was at the thing. I had security guard to walk me to my car so I could get that baby home, and I got her home. And I, like to this day, this still puzzles me. Like, how did she get tricked into this?
On the internet. This
See,
is
but
why teenagers don't get no privacy on them phones, on them laptops, on the tablets. You need to have that app. Everything, every message going out is coming to your phone. You seeing what's coming in, what's going out, what call because they do that. That like these folks will play. That's why they be on social media is a playground. They catch up with the lingo they using, what's trending. That's how they get to them. Communicating, posing as a child or as someone their age by talking like them and using someone else. They might be using their own damn nephew picture.
girl, I'm going to jail.
Okay.
If it's my child, I'm going straight to
But
jail
see, it's a
because
whole
that's
operation.
but
It's a
but
whole
then like you got
operation.
some people that's out here. Let's not talk about the parents that's out here letting they child 16 and 17 and they letting their child sleep with 25 and 26-year-olds because he can take care of her. Like, let's not
They
talk about
pimping the
those
child for
parents.
funds.
Yes. Let's
Hmm.
not talk about those parents because those are the worst to me.
Oh yeah, they'll sell their kid in a minute. Just like with R. Kelly, he was sold them children. Okay.
You think that's why I say the parents need to go to jail if they
They
child
all
slip
should have
up?
been in jail while y'all up there on lifetime snitching for a $50 check.
But
Well, I
these
don't know how much they got
Mormons,
paid.
but these Mormons married their kids off at 13 years old to their daddies.
Yeah, they still doing it in other countries too, and I
I
think
know
it's
it.
disgusting. It's a lot of
Um, it's some Amish farms still here in the United States. It's some in Pennsylvania, and it's some going up past California, like in between Illinois
they
and
all over
Indianapolis.
the
Yeah,
world. They got some down here. They only come out when it's time for them to sell their fruit once a year. They'll come out and then for a week, and then they gonna go back to having no electricity in this hot ass weather. I can't do it. I'm gonna be what they call shunned. Once you get shunned, you
and
can't come
sleeping
back.
with their child.
And they don't shave. It's so nasty. But whatever.
They nasty for sleeping with their child.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
even studying the shaving part. They just
well,
they just
that's the when the man can't grow a beard until he's married. That's to let the Amish country know like he's a married man. So they have the the little mustache or little bare face, that's because they haven't got a wife yet. And then the women stop shaving their leg. Well, they just don't shave. It's nasty, but
But
to each their
I
own.
used to watch that mess on TV, and a lot of them hated it. They was like, "I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to marry my daddy. I
That's
don't
why
want to
they
sleep
ran
with him."
away.
Yeah, like that's just. Ugh.
Let's try.
And me as
Um,
a parent, how can you give your child till your own husband,
because that's
they
them
daddy?
being submissive to the husband and doing as he say and under his will and under his
If that's the fine of
whatever.
submissive, then I would never be it.
Okay, you don't ever give somebody full control over your mind because that's the day you lose yourself. You lose your soul. If you ask me, that's the case. Like, you sell your soul to the fucking devil. At least you get some money for it for a little bit. But
Not no money for a bit. Bit.
well, you got to come
Yeah.
back to collect. But I'm just saying though, look at them. They get some money. They dumb as hell. Ain't no way these stupid ass people got money and we broke. Come on now. They
Right.
sold their soul, but I can't get with the program. I don't even be liking society enough to sell my soul.
Mm-mm.
Uh, real quick, go on and let them know about your thing.
Oh
So
yeah, y'all get at me. I sell all type of crystals. I wrap them. I sell jars, which are spiritual jars. I sell bracelets. Oh, you can't even see that one.
yeah, your phone had froze a little bit.
Okay. I sell that. Okay, yeah. I make the bracelets, all type spiritual things. Oh, I also make paint oil, blessing oil, all of that. So just get at me, hit
What's
me up for all of your needs.
your Facebook page so they know how to find you?
Oh,
Let me
Natasha
put it in the
Thompson.
comments. Yeah, let me put
Yeah,
it in.
Natasha Thompson.
Hold on, let me.
But everybody on here, I'm pretty sure they don't song because I done had them showing the whole time.
Okay, I put it in the comments for you. So I think I tag. Yeah, it should tagged you in it, but yep, it's in there. So all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping through. If y'all could share the video for me on your way out and hit the like or heart button, it's kindly appreciated as always. And again, also y'all, we're on Rumble now. So Rumble, you can down if you got a smart TV or Roku, because I don't think it's available on Fire Stick yet. You can download the app on your TV. It's called Rumble, RUMBLE. I have it pinned to the Facebook page. So yeah, you can download it to where you can stream all of the previous recorded videos, and we'll eventually start multi-streaming through there as well. So make sure you download it and then make sure you're following the page for all updates and all that. And as usual on Fridays, this is where we are at 8:30 every Friday. So till next time, y'all. I will see y'all Friday. Hold on one second, Tasha, before you cut off, okay?
Okay.
Bye, y'all.